Hi, this is Jason from Horrific Nightmares, back to do another segment of Forgotten Fridays. Now, this is where I pick a movie from my collection that I have seen, and I don't really feel it gets enough love. It's not talked about enough, or is definitely better than people give it credit for. Today I chose to take a look at Halloween Night. Now, for those of you who subscribe to my channel, you'll notice that a few weeks ago I got a package from a very good friend, Ted, from the movie section, I believe is his channel's name now. It used to be called the horror section. He got an extra copy of this, and I traded him for another movie because I absolutely love this film and definitely wanted it in my collection. It has been out of print for a while, and it is an Asylum film. But I'll get into that later. Halloween Night is a 2006 film which runs approximately 85 minutes and is directed by Mark Atkins. He had quite a few credits. I was surprised. He had the film Evil Eyes, Haunting of Winchester House, Sand Sharks, and Empire of the Sharks. Now, as I said before, this was an Asylum film. I do believe it was one in their earlier catalog, if I'm not mistaken. Asylum films are very hit and miss for me. And unfortunately, I think they're mostly miss. But I do own a few of them, and there are a few good ones. And this is definitely one of the better ones, maybe the best one. I haven't seen all of them, so I probably shouldn't say that, but this is my favorite that I've seen. I'll say that. Now this stars Derek Osadak as David Baxter. Now he was on Snakes on a Train, which is also an Asylum film, I do believe, and Wolfsbane, which is a TV movie. Now I am not sure, it's probably a sci-fi movie. I'm not sure if Asylum did that one, but he was also in Dracula's Curse, which I've never seen either. This also stars Rebecca Colchan as Shannon. She was in Dracula's Curse along with him. She was also in Fluebird Horror and The Exorcism of Gail Bowers. She also had some credits that looked like they were kind of maybe softcore. So, I didn't read much about her. Wasn't really that interested, but yeah. Now, this is a direct Halloween ripoff. The plot and the cover art were inspired by the original Halloween 1978 John Carpenter classic, and this plays out very much like Halloween. This is about a escaped mental patient who was seriously burned and disfigured as a child after watching his mother be raped and killed by two men wearing masks that were very close to Michael Myers masks. So, as the orderlies in the mental institution are teasing him, he lashes out, kills them both, and goes back to the house he grew up in, where it's a little hard to know about the house, who owns it, why it's there, but I guess the guy that owns it is having a Halloween party, and of course they get picked off one by one in typical slasher fashion. Now, one of the things I really like about this film, of course, is the gore and the kills. They're very fun. Of course, the killer, who is really disfigured, wears a costume throughout some of the film, although he doesn't really have to. Yeah, his face is definitely a mask in itself. But, you know, the acting in this is decent, which you don't find in a lot of horror movies. It's not great, but it's definitely decent. As I said before, the kills and the gore are both, I thought, outstanding, and it's just a fun story. I mean, we all loved Halloween. This is basically like a bargain basement version of Halloween, but done pretty well. Definitely check this one out, guys. I do believe this is out of print. I knew it was going for about $25 on Amazon, and I didn't really check eBay, although I probably should have, but this is definitely a lost classic. I don't think I've met too many people who have seen this that didn't like it. So, if that gives any indication of what kind of movie you're in for, definitely pick this one up. And if you like what you see in here, hit that like button and subscribe. And until next time, peace.